Ever wondered how to care for the ever-charming Anthurium foliage? Originating from the tropical rainforests of Central and South America, the Anthurium foliage is a captivating houseplant known for its vibrant and glossy leaves. Each leaf presents a unique spectacle of shapes, colors, and sizes, ranging from heart-shaped to lance-shaped, and from deep green to vibrant red. The Anthurium foliage's exotic beauty and versatility make it a favorite among plant enthusiasts. Now, you might ask, how do I keep my Anthurium foliage thriving? Anthurium foliage loves a certain type of environment, and it's easier to achieve than you might think. These vibrant plants thrive in a warm, humid climate, similar to their native tropical rainforests. Picture the balmy breezes of Latin America and the Caribbean. That's the kind of weather these beauties are accustomed to. When it comes to lighting, Anthurium foliage enjoys a bright spot, but not direct sunlight. Think of a well-lit room with plenty of natural light filtering in. Too much sunlight can scorch the leaves, while too little can stunt growth, so it's all about finding the right balance. The ideal temperature range for Anthurium foliage is between 65 and 75 degrees Fahrenheit, with a humidity level around 80%. These conditions replicate the plant's natural habitat and promote healthy growth and development. So if you can mimic these conditions, your Anthurium foliage will truly flourish. Now that we've got the perfect conditions, let's move on to the planting process. Planting Anthurium foliage is a straightforward process, but choosing the right soil mixture can make all the difference. Let's delve into the details. The first step is selecting a well-draining soil mixture. Why, you may ask? Well, Anthuriums love moisture but despise waterlogged conditions. A soil mix rich in peat moss, perlite, or orchid bark allows water to flow freely, preventing root rot and ensuring our plant thrives. Next, let's talk about the pot. A pot that's too large can lead to overwatering, while one that's too small may stunt growth. Aim for a pot that's just the right size for your Anthurium, with enough depth to accommodate the roots and allow for growth. As for the type, a plastic or ceramic pot with drainage holes works best, providing the right balance of moisture retention and drainage. With our plant happily residing in its new home, let's talk about maintaining its health. Just like us, Anthurium foliage needs a balanced diet and hydration to stay healthy. Now, let's discuss the watering requirements for these vibrant plants. The key is to keep the soil moist but not waterlogged. It's a delicate balance. Too much water, and you risk root rot. Too little, and your plant might dry out. A good rule of thumb is to water your Anthurium foliage when the top inch of soil is dry. This will usually mean watering once a week, but remember, every plant and every environment is unique. Pay attention to your plant's leaves. If they're turning yellow, you might be overwatering. If they're brown and crispy, you're probably underwatering. Now let's talk about feeding your Anthurium foliage. These plants love a balanced liquid fertilizer. Look for a mix that's equal parts nitrogen, phosphorus, and potassium. This will give your plant the nutrients it needs to grow strong and healthy. Fertilize your Anthurium foliage every 2 weeks during the growing season, which is typically from spring to late summer. In the cooler months, you can cut back to once a month. Always follow the instructions on your fertilizer package to avoid overfeeding. Remember, watering and fertilizing are not one size fits all. Monitor your plant closely and adjust your care routine as needed. Regular watering and fertilizing will ensure that your Anthurium foliage stays vibrant and healthy. And isn't that what we all want for our leafy friends? Unfortunately, Anthurium foliage isn't immune to pests and diseases. But don't worry, we've got you covered. Just like any other plant, Anthurium can fall prey to a few common pests, like aphids and spider mites. These tiny creatures can suck the life right out of your plant, causing discoloration and wilting. The solution? Regularly check your plant for any signs of these pests and use a mild insecticide or soapy water to get rid of them. Diseases are another concern. Anthurium is susceptible to root rot and fungal diseases, especially when overwatered. These conditions can cause the roots to become mushy and the leaves to yellow or brown. The best way to prevent this is to ensure your plant has well-draining soil and isn't left sitting in water. Lastly, remember that prevention is better than cure. Regular care and attention can keep your Anthurium foliage healthy and disease-free. And there you have it, a comprehensive guide to caring for your Anthurium foliage. Taking care of Anthurium foliage might seem daunting, but it's certainly doable with the right knowledge. From understanding the ideal conditions, including bright, indirect light and well-draining soil, to the specifics of planting and watering, we've got this covered. Remember to fertilize regularly and stay vigilant against common pests and diseases. With these tips, you'll be on your way to having a healthy Anthurium foliage. Remember, a happy Anthurium foliage is a result of consistent care and attention. Happy gardening!